I miei primi ricordi di casa sono in italiano. Non sono sicura esattamente cos'è il mio primo ricordo, però so che è in italiano. Se ci pensavo, probabilmente che potremmo trovare qualcosa. Ho sempre vissuto in una casa ed è sempre stata la stessa casa. Mi ricordo quando ero bambina, forse avevo 2 o 3 anni. Avevo un pacchetto di fazzoletti The Little Mermaid. Dormivo con questi e se mi svegliavo nella notte e non li trovavo, piangevo. Quando avevo 4 anni, più o meno, ho imparato l'inglese. At least, I think that's when it was. I picked it up from my parents and their friends who came to visit at home. I taught myself how to read and write English. I remember the first words I read in English. I may have been 6, 7, or 8. It was a Saturday and I was watching cartoons. The Rugrats were on, and at the start of every episode, they had a title card with the name of the episode. I had gotten up to get something to eat from the pantry when I glanced back at the television. No more mori ko o I e caucase. I had no idea what the words meant until it clicked a minute or so later. No more cookies. Whenever I would get presents for birthdays or Christmas, my mother had me write thank you cards. She would tell me what to write, and I would write the words down. Sometimes there would be a word I didn't know how to spell. I would ask her, and she would ask how I thought it was spelled. I would think and enunciate the letters. If I was wrong, she would tell me and I had to guess what other letter combination made the sound sh. La maggiorità del tempo però era tutto in italiano, a casa o fuori. Fino all'età di 12 anni, se parlava papà in inglese o francese, mi guardava e mi diceva «Scusi, non ho capito, che cosa?» Mi annoiava molto, però adesso sono contenta che l'ha fatto. Posso almeno bene parlare in italiano. Finalement, quand j'ai commencé la maternelle, à l'âge de presque 5 ans, j'ai été introduite au français. J'avais immensément peur, car je ne comprenais rien de ce que le monde disait autour de moi. Heureusement, en peu de temps, j'ai absorbé les mots. Più penso a questi ricordi e più mi ricordo di certe cose. The more I think of these memories, the more they come back to me. Plus je pense à ces souvenirs et plus j'en ai qui me reviennent. Quando avevo 5 anni, ho avuto la varicelle. Avevo dei bottoni sotto i piedi e non potevo camminare. J'avais trop mal. Allora nonnina è venuta a casa per si occupare di me. Mamma e papà lavoravano e non potevo rimanere sola. Un giorno cercavo una tazza e stavo sul divano. Gli dicevo dove stava, però non la poteva trovare. Ce midi, my family from New York came over. My grandparents, uncle, and aunt. I ended up giving my uncle the chicken pox. I wonder if he still remembers. My grandfather drove a red Toyota. I always loved it when I got home and found his car parked in the driveway or on the street. I didn't see them enough. When I did, it meant English muffins, assorted goodies, and my grandmother would bring me rolls of Scott towels that had piccoli disegni on them. I really liked them. My mother would eventually find them and use them, and I would get upset. Then, one year, my grandmother helped me hide them in the basement. I wish I had kept a roll or even a sheet. La majorité du temps, à la maison, c'était toujours en italien et par après, l'italien et l'anglais. Rarement le français. Ma mère parle très bien le français, mais n'aime pas la langue. Mon père est un immigrant de l'Italie par les biais des États-Unis. Il parle français, mais il dira un table et une artichaut. Il se débrouille quand même et le monde comprend ce qu'il dit. Il essaye. Ceci étant dit, c'est seulement depuis ces quelques dernières années que nous avons commencé à inclure le français à la maison. C'est majoritairement de ma faute, mais je trouve ça vraiment nice de pouvoir mélanger les trois ensemble. My neighbor and I used to play pretend games when we were younger. We made a lot of fake 3D paper food and would play various games of house. Every summer, there would always be a barbecue at our place with friends of the family and their kids. I had this set of 8 soft cubes made of foam and fabric. Each cube had a bell inside of it. We would play hide the cubes, and sometimes we got really creative with our hiding places. So many people have walked through that front door, people who have now passed, people I've lost contact with. The memories come and go with them too, I suppose. I wonder how many of my memories come from them, from things they told me, or from my own recollections. Quand j'étais en 6e année, nous avons eu un ordinateur. Il était usagé, mais j'étais émerveillée par ce qu'il pouvait faire. Naturellement, j'ai voulu faire un de mes travaux scolaires à l'ordinateur. Lorsque j'avais fini de taper le travail, j'ai mis du papier dans l'imprimante. Le papier ne voulait pas rentrer, mais je l'ai forcé. Quand la première page de mon travail sont sorties, il y avait d'étranges lignes brunes dessus. J'ai ouvert l'imprimante pour voir ce qui aurait pu causer ce défaut, et j'ai trouvé une patte et un crâne de souris. You see, that summer, when we played hide the cubes, someone tried to hide a cube in the ceiling. My basement ceiling had those strange boards that you could push up. I remember when the incident happened, I saw something fall, but at the time I thought it was dust. How wrong I was. Ho cambiato camere quando avevo 10 anni. Je suis passée à la chambre plus grande. I don't have any brothers or sisters, but I did have pets. Ho avuto il mio primo uccello a 3 anni. I had 8 birds in all, et peut-être le même montant de poissons. Des aqua babies, un poisson rouge et un bêta. J'avais 13 ans lorsque ma dernière perruche est morte. J'ai une cicatrice sur mon pouce à cause de lui. Ironiquement, la plupart de mes animaux domestiques étaient des cadeaux. La première perruche, un cadeau de Noël. Les premiers poissons, un autre cadeau de Noël. Et le bêta était un cadeau de fête. The goldfish was a biology experiment. He died 4 days after I brought him home. He jumped out of his improvised fish tank. He was the first I flushed. The others were buried. My last bird was cremated, and I scattered the ashes outside. As for my betta fish, I found him dead after I returned home from my grandfather's funeral. Mon lit m'a vu dans tous mes états, de la joie à la tristesse. La mia casa m'ha visto in tutte le mie emozioni pure. E quando volte ha sentito la mia famiglia si litigare. Last year, I found out, despite not wanting to, that my father smokes. I'm not sure what the status is anymore. I stole his cigarettes and dated the packages. I was going to give them to my mother on the day of their wedding anniversary. This was the second time he was busted. However, in February, one night, I was very tired and not in a good mood. My father was being annoying, and in a fit of non-thinking, I threw a glass of water at him. He got really upset, and as he stormed away, I yelled that I knew about his cigarettes and his little secret. I ran upstairs and went to get the packs. Je suis vraiment contente que les choses se sont arrangées. J'ai pas aimé cette semaine-là. Mais encore une fois, si je m'y mets à penser, je me rappelle d'autres incidents où je l'ai surpris a fumer. È facile di prendere un album di foto e di mi ricordare cose che sono arrivate qua nel passato, però a volte non so se i ricordi sono veramente miei o se vengono dalle foto o dalle storie che gli altri m'hanno detto. Le monde qui rentre avec leurs propres souvenirs et en repartent avec des nouveaux, mais en prennent aussi des miens. Si j'essaie de tout ramasser, il me manquera toujours des morceaux, et certains auront changé. I suppose that's the beauty of it, but the tragedy as well. And if these walls could only talk, then perhaps things wouldn't feel so lonely at times.
Okay.